Hello student, I am Vikas Neopane, Assistant Professor of Soil Science, teaching at different universities of Nepal. Today I am here with my YouTube channel, teaching you about soil science and other subject related to agriculture. Let's start our topic today. The name of our topic is Concept, Definition, Approaches to Soil Study, Factors of Soil Formation and Uses of Soil in Agriculture. Let's move to next slide. What is soil? Uh, the definition of soil. Soil is derived from the Latin word solum, meaning floor. The meaning of solum in Latin is floor, and in Spanish it is called suelo, and in Russia it is called pochva. It is also called skin of the earth. The simple definition of soil can be termed as the surface of the earth. O organic matter, I is equal to inorganic matter, L is equal to living organism. So the definition of soil can be written as the surface of earth having organic and inorganic matter and living organism to recycle the nutrients. We have here the definition of soil. The layer of the earth that contains different organic matters. Organic matters means that are of organic origin. That can be parts of plant, parts of animals, bacteria, virus, fungi. They are all organic matters. In organic matters, we have inorganic origin things like sand, silt, clay, minerals, fertilizers, which are of synthetic in origin. And lastly, we have the living organism like bacteria, virus, fungi that helps in recycling the nutrients. So overall definition, we have the surface of earth having organic and inorganic matter and living organism to recycle the nutrients. Let's move to next slide. Soil is a natural body of mineral and organic matter occurring on the surface of the earth that is medium for plant growth. Medium meaning any medium, anything where the plant grows. Like soil can be a medium, like water can also be a medium. Soil can also be defined as the unconsolidated loose surface material that support plant organism, supply nutrients, water and air for their growth, and has microorganisms that recycle mineral for the life. It is a unconsolidated loose surface material that provides support to the plant, supply nutrients, water, air for the growth of the plant, and has microorganisms that recycle mineral for the life. We can know that the soil is support plant and organisms. It supplies nutrient to the plant for its growth. It is a loose surface. And we have the next definition. Soil can also be defined as naturally occurring unconsolidated material on the surface of the earth that has been influenced by parent material, climate, organism, and relief, and also time to produce the soil that may be differ from the material from which it was derived in many physical, chemical, biological, mineralogical, and morphological properties. It is an unconsolidated material that can be found on the surface of the earth, influenced by parent material like, for example, rocks can be called as parent material from which soil can be produced. Climate's effect on the parent material, organism also affect on the parent material, and the relief, meaning topography. Topography means height and slope of the area, like we can say the mountain area, steep area, like the Tarai area, like plain area. It says about the height, slope of the topography. We have five factors that helps to produce the soil, that are different in terms of physical, chemical, and biological, as well as morphological properties. In terms of physical properties, in terms of chemical properties, in terms of biological properties. What are these properties? We'll talk about this in later topics. Let's move to the next slide. We have definition from three scientists. Whitney, 1892. Soil is also known as the nutrient bin, which supplies all the nutrients required for the plant. Soil nutrient bin means it's a box, nutrient box, which supplies the nutrient required for plant growth. It's a simple definition. And the second definition, Hilgard, 1892. Soil is more or less a loose and friable material in which plant, by means of their root, find a foothold for nourishment as well as for other condition of growth. This simple definition, you know that the root can anchor the soil and get nourishment. It gets nutrient from the soil and other condition of growth. It also get air, water from the soil. So it describes about the medium for plant growth. It describes soil about medium for plant growth. And the third definition, Vasily Dokuchev, V.V. Dokuchev in short, a Russian scientist who is also known as the father of soil science. Soil is a natural body composed of mineral and organic constituent having a definite genesis and a distinct nature of its own. It is naturally made. It composed of minerals, different clay minerals, different organic constituent like plant parts, animal parts that are of organic origin, that have definite genesis. Genesis means formation of soil, that is called genesis, that have its own definite genesis and a distinct nature of its own. The soil have its own nature. The different places have the soil with from different places have its own nature. Like some have red soil, some are black soil, some are acidic soil, some are basic soil. These are many terms for understanding soil science, like soil fertility. It means the capacity of the soil to provide the nutrient to the plant. Soil chemistry, study about the chemical constituent, chemical properties and chemical reaction in the soil. Soil physics, it studies about the physical process and physical properties of soil. There are various physical processes in the soil. We know about the different physical properties of soil, like soil structure, soil texture, bog density, etc. Soil biology tells about the ecology of microorganisms, its population, classification, and its role in transformation of soil. Soil conservation studies about soil erosion, how to conserve soil, like that. Soil petrology study about the formation of soil, classification of soil. Soil survey is a systematic examination of soil for mapping the soil. It helps to map the soil in terms of different properties of soil, like basic soil, acidic soil, types of soil, etc. Mineralogy, it studies about different mineral constituent of the soil. Soil technology studies about the soil erosion, conservation management. Soil productivity can be defined as how the soil produce crop. Like it can be measured in terms of wheat is produce 5 tons per hectare, like rice is produce 10 tons per hectare. It can be measured in 10 tons per hectare. It can be affected by many factors like soil texture, structure, and water availability. We have two different approaches in soil science while studying soil. And the first one is the pedological approach. The pedological approach only studies about the origin, formation, classification of the soil. The pedology word is derived from the Greek word pedon, which means soil or earth. Pedology primarily focus on origin, formation, and classification of soil, but it doesn't focus on practical use. Moreover, immediate practical use of the soil. And the second one is edaphological approach. Edaphos mean soil or ground, which is also Greek word. It is a medium for plant growth. Edaphological approach studies that soil as a medium for plant growth and studies various properties of soil in relation to the plant production. Various properties of soil like physical properties, chemical properties are studied under this approach. It is concerned about the habitat for plant. It is concerned with the soil as a habitat for plant. It also consider finding the means of conserving and improving soil productivity. So you can distinct between two approaches. The first one is the pedological approach, and the second one is this edaphological approach. This can be asked in your examination. There are 5 soil forming factors. You can see here the soil is equals to function of climate, organism, relief or topography, parent material, and time. CLORPT. There are 5 soil forming factors. I will describe about these factors in detail in coming classes. So now only understand how this climate, organism, topography, parent material, and time helps in soil formation. How they are the factors in soil formation. These all factors directly or indirectly help in soil formation. So these are the 5 factors for soil formation. Now the concept of soil. The concept of soil means how the people thinks about soil. For a layman, it is a dot. For the person who doesn't know anything, doesn't know about soil, it is just like a dot. For civil engineer, it is for foundation of building, foundation of road, foundation of bridges. For mining engineer, it is just like a debris or dot that covers the rocks and minerals. For gardener, it is a for a gardener, it is a dark, crumbly material for preparing the seed bed of flower and vegetable garden. For an ecologist, it is the part of environment which is condition influenced by organism. For historian, soil is a record of the past. Farmer, soil is also a medium for plant growth. And for scientists, soil is also a medium for plant growth. It can be research material for scientists. Being agricultural student, we study the soil from the farmer's perspective at the habitat of plant. As an agricultural student, we study soil as the habitat of plant. Also, we study soil as a research material. It is a foundation for biological experiment. And now we have uses of soil. Soil can be used for different purposes like food production. We can see soil can be used for cereal crop production, legume production, fruit and vegetable production. Pastures and grazing land. We can see pastures and grazing land in the soil for cattle and other animals. Provides forest and products. We can see different forest in soil that provides forest products. It is building sites for different infrastructure. We can see different roads, buildings, bridges, and soil. Soil is used for repository site, as a dumping site where microorganisms act and decompose it. Soil also act as a cleansing agent. Like soil can absorb different toxic material like cadmium, nickel, plumber that are harmful in nature. It also absorbs inorganic nutrient like nitrate that causes blue baby symptoms due to the high concentration in drinking water. And thank you for today. And now we have some questions, important question that can be asked in your final examination. What is the definition of soil? You can write in your own word, or you can give from the scientist. What are the concept of soil? I have said there are many concepts of soil, like the farmers, how they take, like the scientists, how they take as soil, the mining is how they take as the soil, for civilians, how they take as soil. These are the different concepts for different types of peoples. And there are two approaches to soil study. Pedagogical approach and edaphological approach. Pedagogical approach only talks about the origin, classification and description of soil, and edaphological approach only talks about physical and chemical properties of soil that affects the plant. And we can also distinct between these two properties. That is very important question for examination. And we have difference between soil productivity and soil fertility and soil productivity. You can write various definition and distinction between soil fertility and productivity. The soil fertility is how the soil provides the nutrients. The soil is the capacity of soil to provide nutrient, and soil productivity is the capacity of soil to produce crop product. Like we measure like wheat 5 tons per hectare, rice 6 tons per hectare, maize 10 tons per hectare. Likewise, uses of soil. Soil can be used for different purpose. I have already discussed about it. And today we have learned about definition, concept, uses, approaches, and factors affecting soil formation. Factors is also important for your examination. Enlist the different factors of soil formation, how they affect in soil formation. That might be asked in your final examination. So student, today we study about this topic. Please follow my channel for more topic on soil science, BSc, AG in first semester. And that's all it for today. Please subscribe my channel and stay with me. Please leave the comments if you have any confusion in the comment section. Thank you, my class.